Louisiana Beer Review's 10 FIDY Imperial Stout from Oskar Blues of Colorado. 10.5% alcohol. 10.5. 10.5. 65 international bitterness units. They use 2-row barley malt, chocolate barley malt, roasted barley malt, flaked oats, and some sort of hops. All they say is hops. It gets a world-class score on Beer Advocate. The bros say it's world-class. That's the highest possible score you can get. 100 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 98 out of 100 for the style, and an outstanding score on the Beer and Me, their second highest. I bought this at Stein's Deli. It was $3.79 for the can. I noticed it was cheaper for the 12-pack. The 4-pack at Dornax, I think it was $12.99 for the 4-pack. But I bought one can. I had this before. I did a video review. I was tired at night, and I was doing other things, and I said, let me just delete these things off the camera, and then I accidentally deleted the video before I had put it onto the computer, so it was lost. But I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. So here's the second. So I've already done written reviews on Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, the Beer and Me. But this is the first posted surviving video review. That can is full. Now they kind of goofy with their stuff. This dog will hunt. Canned on 9/22/15, quotes the Raven, September 22nd. I guess they're trying to be cool or cute. I don't think it really works, but that's fine as long as the beer is really good. It's lively. I sipped it once, it was still coming over. I sipped it twice, it was still coming over. So there's a lot of energy in this beer. That is a thick, slowly dissipating tan head. The sun is right up there at, what is it, 1:40 p.m. It's about 72 degrees. Kind of humid here in November. That is a very dark brown. It almost looks black, but I think you could almost pick up the brown just looking at it, and with the sun shining at you, still looks black. But there's little flashes of brown, but it's a black looking beer. I've had other great Russian Imperial Stouts like John Courage, Narwhal, Old Rasputin, Stone Imperial Russian Stout, and Black Albert, and Tokyo Black Horizon. So, and this, but I didn't let it survive. It smells just as great as the first time. Now I don't like the way they call it 10 FIDY, but it's spelled FIDY. If it was TIDY, it would be tidy, right? So why is it should have 2 D's? It looks like 10 FIDY. 10 FIDY. Yeah, on Facebook, people will talk about don't be a grammar, totalitarian person with grammar. I'm kind of like that. I'll never say anything. I just think it. I'm thinking you ought to have a comma right there. Should have an apostrophe. And then you'll notice almost everything I post to be edited, because I'm always going back, not changing the content, but I'm saying, I forgot to put the comma. That's an independent clause, and that's a dependent clause. So 10 FIDY. It's so rich. It's like, just think about after I drink this, all the stuff I'll be thinking about, talking about. It's, if you've had these, they're like that kind of thing. It's sweet black cherry and all this grain and maybe licorice sort of thing, and acidity. And the good ones, the really good ones, are charred to some extent and dark roasted, but they're not burnt. The bad ones, they'll taste burnt, and then you just tasting burnt stuff, and that's not really too good. sweet, bready, sugary. It's predominantly bread. Yeah, oats. So it's grain, right? Grain, oats. Barley, another type of grain. The bitterness is, I don't know how much of the bitterness is coming from the hops or just the burnt thing, but I don't recall it tasting burnt so much. Let's say dark roasted. I guess there's some char in it, some charcoal. Cream, black bread, bread crust, oats. There's bitterness, like acidic and then bitter. Not really hop, oil, or pine, or any of those typical hop attributes. As you would imagine, the mouthfeel is very thick. Not too slick. The finish is heading toward dry. No, you just don't pick up bitterness. I mean, see, it's already slipping. You don't pick up alcohol in the flavor. Pick it up in the physiological effects. Like proper hops. Used to talk about the gentle warmth of 10.5% alcohol. I don't know how gentle this is. It's noticeable. Now, well, let me tell you something else. I would not recommend drinking this too fast. I don't think. This is all from recollection. All from recollection. I don't recall it being. I don't recall the other ones being. Okay. What I'm trying to say is I don't think this one is as good as the other ones from recollection. What I mean is, like, I'm thinking of the Stone Russian Imperial Stout, the Narwhal, all the ones I named, especially Black Albert and Tokyo Black Horizon. I think those were a little better, and you got to watch when you say that, because this stuff here, it's like people might say a little better. How? Like, they're all superb, like wonderful, fantastic, great. Yes, they are. This is in that impactful, memorable drinking experience realm. Okay, so when I say it's not as good as the Tokyo Black Horizon, or the Black Albert, or the John Courage, I'm in no way disparaging this or saying that you shouldn't get it. And it is a lot less expensive. Okay, this was $3.80. What did I say? $3.80, whatever, for one can. That's high, but the John Courage was over $6 for one. What is it? 8.5 ounce bottle. The Tokyo Black Horizon was what, $12.99. Of course, that's 14%. That's devastating. That's just. It's hard to take, but it's great. The Black Albert is over 10 something. And the price is $10.99 for that 11.2 ounce bottle. So you're saying you get what you pay for. You went cheap. You only paid $3.79. Yeah, that's what it was, $3.79, and that's all you're getting. Yeah, this is all I'm getting. And I think what I'm getting is outstanding. I'm going to say A+. I'm not going to say world class. I didn't say world class before. I was looking at my written reviews before this, and I gave it outstanding, an A+. A world-class score is above an A+. It's in another realm, another world, like the West Lateran 12. It's just beyond almost any drinking experience. So is this there? Is this above and beyond? Outstanding note. Is it worth buying? Of course. Would you want to drink it a lot? I don't think so. Would you want to rush this? I don't suppose. You get what I'm saying. So, yeah, it's one of them things. You got to buy it. So, Les Bon Temps Roulé, a tremendous beer. It's not the toppermost or the poppermost, but it's close. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans or Baton Rouge.